Taurus, how are you? I'm going to do a reading for you. And now this is for the current energies, just a short little period of time, not a long time. So take what works, leave what doesn't. We're looking at like the next 7 to 10 days. So I appreciate you all being a part of my channel. You appreciate me. Hit that like button. Boink, right there. Yeah, just like that. All right, let's see what's going on for all of my Taurus for the next 7 to 10 days. Grateful, thankful for these messages. Are you ready? First card out. We have the Lovers coming up. Well, not the Lovers, but the Two of Cups. So you may be involved with somebody who you're not really sure what to do about the situation. Maybe you feel like you're really tied to this person in some way that has held you back. Because I don't like the energy of this Hanged Man particularly, because I feel as if, you know, you feel so strapped into this relationship and this connection. And I don't know whether or not this is one that you really want. So let's see what's going on. And I say that, look, I pulled out the Ace of Cups coming up reversed. And we have the Tower also reversed. So I think you're sitting on the fence in regards to a love relationship that you are dealing with. All right, so when we see these kind of energies, I mean, this is about you trying to gain some perspective on like what to do. You know, I don't know how I really feel. And, you know, the Ace of Cups says, I don't know if I really love this person. All right, but you don't really want to bring the Tower down. You don't want to say anything. But at the same time, I think these are like internal feelings. Things aren't as clear cut as I think you would have liked them to be. You know, when we hook up with somebody and we're like, oh my gosh, this is my person. I think maybe it started out that way because we do have here the Three of Cups. I think you guys really enjoyed the company of each other. But with that Three of Cups, I'm also wondering whether there was another element, a third person. And maybe this is what's making you stop and think. And it's really funny. I actually, and I know this won't resonate for everyone, but I'm almost wondering whether or not you question their sexuality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, maybe, you know, it's really great when you two are together. But then, you know, you wonder, it's like, I wonder whether or not they would rather be with someone of their own sex. I'm just picking that up, all right? That won't resonate for anyone. But regardless, I just feel as if, you know, you're really tied as to like, I don't know what to do about this relationship. Now, here we have the Seven of Pentacles coming up reversed. When we have the Seven of Pentacles, this is about whether or not we want to continue to put any more energy into this relationship or we want to just stop. All right. And then here at the Knight of Pentacles at the base, it's like, you know, we're at that point. Either we put the work in to make this relationship happen or we don't. All right. Because when we have that Knight of Pentacles, you're at that point where, you know, either we get through the grunge part of a relationship, you know, when we plateau. And all of a sudden, we just kind of exist in the same room. And there's no excitement because, listen, the Knight of Pentacles is not an exciting energy. But it's very solid, very sober, and very stable. So maybe you're involved in a relationship that is just like that. It's very solid. It's very stable. But you're bored. I mean, you could be very bored in this relationship. So what to do? You know, it's like, I don't know what to do. We do have the Ten of Pentacles coming up here reversed. This is not what you wanted. I think that you wanted more in a relationship. And honestly, with this Ace of Cups, I don't feel like you're feeling it. All right. So what are we going to do? You don't want to bring the Tower down. You don't want to break up, or you don't want to keep, you don't know whether you want to keep going. So I feel like you're in between. I'm truly in between. Like, I don't know what to do. And here again, we have the Nine of Wands where you feel like, I don't know what to do. Should I give it another shot? You know, because the Ten of Wands says, you know, we try and we try and we try. But I don't know if I'm going to make it work. I mean, because there's been all kinds of things have happened trying to, you know, make this relationship what it is that you want. But you're just not feeling like this is what you really want. This Ten of Pentacles is about having everything you ever wanted. You know, the money, the house, the cars, the kids, the love, you know, all of it. But the fact that it comes upside down, I think you wonder, you know, is this really what I want? Is this really the relationship I want? And with the Nine of Wands here, I mean, you feel as if right now you're trapped Okay, again, we have two cards that here you're kind of bound to the situation, and here you've kind of put yourself in these wands, and it's just like, I don't know if I can really get out of this just so easily. So maybe you guys began to build this life, right? And, as we build a life, we buy a house, so we're in joint names, and we buy a car, and, that's in both of our names, and we have a shared bank account, and that's both of our names. I think, like, it's not just, you can't just walk away from this. There's a lot more to be considered. So I feel like right now, the energy of the Hermit is your final outcome, and I feel like this is your advice. And I feel like, he's really trying to, hang on to that light and not blow it out. So, the fact that you are hanging in this tree of wisdom, trying to figure out, gosh, is this, me kind of sacrificing my needs, because we can get a little energy of martyrdom with this Hanged Man, or, what do I need to do? So the Hermit card says, why don't you take the time and the space to sit with yourself? And these two cards together say it's time for you to really gain a sense of perspective. Are you giving too much to this relationship so you feel like you've lost? Is there something else that means more to you, or this relationship doesn't have, that depth of soul and meaning that you really want? You're really contemplating what's going on because you're feeling very trapped in this situation. So I'm going to encourage you really to take the time to sit with yourself, to really go inside, because this is your spirit. The Hermit is, the higher wisdom inside of you, and really find what it is that you really want. Is this really the relationship? Is this really what I want to go through? It's okay, but it's not okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I get this like sense of boredom. It's like, yeah, it's not because I don't love them. It's because I'm not in love with them, which is a very big difference, right? And you're at that point. Do we put the work into this relationship? Is it gonna make a difference? Is this really what I want 20 years from now? To be rocking in a chair with this person on the front porch. So I feel like you're really in a deep state of trying to figure out if this is the person. Is this my person? Is this what I really want? Is this who I really want? Hermit says, why don't you just take the time to sit with yourself and take the time to really look at, what do you want? What matters to you right now? The Hanged Man says, what's most important to you? Is it, your freedom to not feel so tied to a relationship that doesn't let you be truly you? Is it time for you to, let go of a situation that, you feel really trapped? Again, we have two cards here that you feel as if you don't know how to make any moves. And it could be, like I said, because you guys are so intertwined with your lives that to just break away and leave it is not so easy. So, if this resonated, just take the time. There's no hurry here, all right? If things are going along and you're bored and, you're just not satisfied in this relationship, maybe you guys have an awful sex life. And, you need to, find some kind of voyeur to get it exciting again. I don't know. I feel as if there is just something that needs to shift in your life, to bring you a sense of self and purpose. And this relationship is not bringing that to you. So, yeah, I feel like you're really looking back at, when you used to have a lot of good times, but maybe now not so much. And like I said, it's one of these things where, you've got to really decide whether or not you want to put the energy into this and make the work. The fact that that Seven of Pentacles came up reversed, this is saying, I don't know if I want to put any more effort into trying to make a relationship work when, it's not going to change. Will it matter? And I think that's what you're dealing with right now. So, yeah, deep contemplation. All right, so take the time to really sit with yourself and find out what it is you really need. That Hanged Man really wants you to gain some perspective on how you want things to progress in the future. So that's what I got for you, Taurus. All right, so take what works, leave what doesn't, and I will see you all at another day. All right, hit that like button. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.